So, since my research is on the unwritten rules of work for people from low income backgrounds, I often get comments like this where people do what Raquel and I talk about a lot on our LinkedIn lives, the if it's not my way, it's chaos. And cultural competence and awareness is not about that at all. It is very difficult for people to see their own cultures because they just see them as normal. Where you run into being a bigot or culturally incompetent or whatever you want to call it, to whatever degree you have this, is when you see your cultural norms as the only way to do something. When I give workshops to leaders about the unwritten rules of work, one of the exercises I have them do is documenting which of these unwritten rules that you have, what do you think is critical, what is critical for your business, and what is not. And then the next step is taking what is critical and learning how you're going to be transparent about it. Because inherently having something that you're not aware of as a cultural norm is one thing. It's a problem, but I don't think there's always malintent. But the assumption that everyone thinks exactly like you do and that you don't have to write down certain things to make your business run well, or that people should know these things without you explaining them when they're cultural, that's how we run into systemic bigotry, even if it's not interpersonally intended. That's institutional level gatekeeping. And so, what I do with my work is help people be more transparent about things that are required for the function of the organization so that other people have a chance, and to broaden their minds and innovation a little bit about what is this really mandatory, or is this just how I know to do things? Because sometimes you may want to learn a far more efficient or far more far reaching idea or cultural translation that helps you reach a new audience entirely. I don't know what the specific norms the person in this video was referring to because they're not my client and I haven't done an evaluation on them, their organization. But I think most of us realize that there are some harmful norms in American work culture that a lot of us see as not necessary anymore at this point in technology. And we have to realize that we inherited a lot of these norms from a time that women and people of color weren't even allowed to work for pay in these places. So there might be some things that need to be adjusted and tweaked. You are not racist for having a different culture, but you could be racist if it's a requirement of working for you that everybody has to be exactly like you.